Last Friday, Mrs. Moreno and I sat down and went through all of the submissions for Norse code. This obviously is not one of them. She liked several, and we'll go over them in class, and we'll discuss the strategies on how you can be the designer chosen for the t-shirts next year. It's optional. You're not required to do it. All right, so here is something she liked. She kept coming back to this circular text that, you know, this Valhalla High School sits on this path, which defines the baseline of Valhalla High School, but also the cap height of 40 years of excellence. And if I click on 40 years of excellence, the opposite happens. This is the baseline here and the cap height up here. And notice the distance between those two circles is the height of the letters. So how do you do this? And a lot of kids were asking its positioning and all this. Let me show you. This is going to be ugly, okay? We'll get over it. You're going to click and hold the mouse button down so I can get to the ellipse tool. I always zero out the fill, say no fill, just give me a stroke, look for the center, and then just Option to drag from the center, Shift to make a perfect circle, come down and say, okay, right there, that's what I want. Now, before we do anything else, remember there were two circles and they were concentric, and you can use the align panel, and you can do this all kinds of different ways. Want to know how to cheat? How to work smart? This is layer 1. It has that path on it. I'm going to drag it down. I'm going to duplicate that layer. Layer 2 has the exact same path on it. Look, I'll turn that off. There's the path. Turn that off. There's no path. Turn that on. See? Path, path. Now I'm going to come back down to layer 1 because this is where we're going to put our text to start with, right? Get the type on a path. Well, no, not the text tool. We'll get the type on a path tool. And yeah, there's tricks. And if you found them, good for you. But for right now, we're just learning this together. So I'm just going to click on that path and type what I want. Valhalla High School. All right. Then I'm going to select it and make it larger. There we go. Let's say that's perfect. Except it's in the wrong place. So what do we do? What do we do? These two little handles up here define how far that text goes. We're not talking about that, so who cares? This little T down here. Now this thing, sometimes it's this big, sometimes it's smaller. You got to watch out. It's tricky. Now if you drag this and drag it in, see this weird thing is dancing all over. I'm dragged back out, and now drag this around. Doggone it. And this happens too. There we go. Whoops. Come on. All right. This is fun. There we go. Okay. We're going to pretend like that's perfect because I'm not messing with that anymore. I'm going to lock that. Come up here, turn on this top layer, get on the top layer, and then select my path. Now, grabbing this corner, actually, I'll grab this corner because when I hold down these shortcuts, they're going to go over, and it wouldn't have covered it up. So I'm going to hold down Option to drag from the center, Shift to constrain it to a perfect circle, and bring this out until it's the same size as Valhalla High School. Now we can get our type and a path tool, click down here, and of course it's going the wrong way. We don't care because we can fix it. And we'll type, what was it, 40 years of excellence, huh? All right, grab this, look for that T, pull it on the inside, and move it into position, and there we go. There you go. Type on a path. These things are perfectly aligned. No, they aren't positioned exactly. When I want to do this, I'll pull out a guide, Command R, and then say, I need these things to end at the same place. That's obviously not done right? So if we unlock that, click on this, and look for that T. Click on this. Where the heck is it? There it is. See how this thing helps if you lock this other layer? See how this hides? And then we can move this up and say, yeah, that's a little closer. Now we can noodle and get it just right, but you see, you should get this now. Now you know how to do it. No problem. Have some fun and good luck. Hope your design is chosen.